Hello Bart, it's my pleasure talking with you. Welcome in Romania. How are you?
Good.
Currently you are touring with Immolation and Melechesh. So how is the tour going so far?
The tour is going very well. All bands and crew are awesome, and we enjoy every night, every show, and every day.
Yeah. You are actually touring to promote your new album, In Extremis. So what is the crowd response on the new songs?
We noticed that some people know new songs. I don't know if in each places that we played, but as we notice about our CDs sell during the shows, it's okay. And we notice, especially in France or in Belgrade yesterday, that people know the songs.
Yeah. This album it's more darker as the previous ones. What can you tell me about the lyrical themes of it?
I'm not responsible for lyric, but we had two writers of lyrics for this album. It was Necrosodom, our previous vocalist, and our friend Malachida. They created the lyrics both together, half each one, and the main topic of the lyrics is death. In various traditions, various cultures, and for example, our friend Greg Malachida visited such places like Varanasi in India to get close to the topic.
Yeah. Your cover is also nice. Who is the artist who made it?
Marta Prominska, who created the cover for us, is the Inferno's wife. So she was creating and painting this picture during our composing process. So when because me and Inferno are both responsible for writing music, so when while the creation process we took on the guitars, she also was involved with, she was hearing the music, listening to our process, and she was painting the cover for the whole time, and we are very satisfied with this cover.
It took you 6 years to release this new album. Why took you so long?
We are not a band working under any pressure. We are not with the labels that we must release album every year or every 2 years. So we record just when we are ready, when we are 100% sure that the new music is okay, is ready to record it, and we together, me and Inferno, must be satisfied totally that before we enter the studio. Of course, there are some other things like Inferno's duties in Behemoth, so we cannot practice as more and as we would like. That's why.
Yeah. You also had lineup changes. You have Skull Reaper as the new vocalist. So was it kind of all of a sudden after the release of your album that the previous vocalist left the band? Why this?
It was our common decision to split up with Necrosodom because we, he's good musician, good guitar player, good vocalist, but we just decided that we cannot work together more. It's only because of things between us and nothing special to say. So we decided to split up, and then we started to look for a new vocalist and a guitar player. We had some auditions, and we decided to continue with Martin's Skull Reaper.
Yeah. you have other live members. Sometimes maybe Inferno can attend the shows, so maybe it's difficult also for him to be with Behemoth than with you or the other band. Then Rayash, which now is ex Christ Agony, is he still with you or he remained a live member?
Inferno is our former member, so and we both are responsible for music. But as you see, he's playing a lot with Behemoth. He cannot tour with us, so we often play with session drummers. And like for example, this tour we play with Adam Sierżęga. We have two session drummers, like Adam and Stormblast for Infernal War. We depending on the availability, we play with Adam or with Stormblast. As for the bass player, on this tour we play with our bass player Piotrek, so it's very good for us. But when Behemoth is on tour, Piotrek goes also with Behemoth because he is guitar tech for Behemoth. So that's why we sometimes play with Rayash or with Killer from Spielborn. We have two bass players as well, live session. But on this tour we have only, drummer, session drummer. It's because Inferno has newborn child and he decided to not to go with Behemoth tour with Slayer and not with us as well because he wanted to stay with his family, but he will join this tour with us in Poland for the last 4 shows.
Yeah. I want to ask you a bit about the death metal scene nowadays. How do you see Azarath in the death metal scene nowadays, or the black metal scene? And what is your opinion about the metal scene nowadays?
How we see Azarath? We just play what we want. We just play the music, the kind of music that we are fans. So we just play music that we like to listen, and we are not just recording to have the album and put it to the drawer or something. I think there are many death metal or black metal bands nowadays, very new ones, but we are rather old school. So I am a big fan of Immolation since the beginning, so it's good, very good for me to tour with this band. Something like a dream. And we in the beginning of 90s when we started to play instruments in another band than Azarath, but me and Inferno played as well in Damnation in the 90s, and we always were fans of death metal as well as black metal.
And you are a band that don't used to do shows or tour a lot, so maybe because of these lineup changes, or I don't know.
One thing is that Inferno is busy with Behemoth, and we have to keep in mind the schedule of live session drummers, so it's not easy. The second thing is that other members of the band, like me or Necrosodom before or Skull Reaper now, we have normal jobs, so we cannot tour as much the whole year, but we have to take holiday from work or something like that.
What are Azarath's next plans?
We don't have plans for new albums so far. We just focus on promoting this album. So this tour, maybe at the beginning of the next year, we play some more. Then we will see.
Thanks a lot for the interviews. Hails from Antichrist Metal Zine, and can't wait to see you on stage. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.